Technique 43 is the ankle sweep as your opponent stands. Your objective is to sweep your opponent and gain the mounted position. Your primary danger is having your guard passed or possibly being ankle locked. Technique description. As your opponent stands in your guard, grab your opponent's heels with your hands on the outside of their legs. Drop your hips down and bring your knees together on your opponent's stomach. Push up into him with your knees as you pull his ankles in toward you. Make sure you maintain control of your opponent's ankles through the sweep. As your opponent falls back, follow him up into a mounted position. Common mistakes are, number one, not dropping your hips low enough and keeping your knees together to create enough leverage to complete the sweep. Number two is not controlling your opponent's ankles. And the third mistake is not following your opponent up and into the mounted position. Technique 44, the elevator sweep from the guard. Your objective is to sweep your opponent and gain the mounted position. Your primary danger is having your opponent pass your guard. Technique description. As your opponent tries to pass your guard with your leg on his shoulder, like the Gracie pass you saw in Volume 1, you'll grab your opponent's opposite lapel, 4 fingers on the inside, and sleeve with your other hand. Slide your hips out and hook your foot, the same side hand you have on your opponent's lapel, under your opponent's knee. Lift your hook and pull your opponent's arm, turning your hips over to end in a mounted position. Common mistakes: not controlling your opponent's arm and collar, not controlling your opponent's body weight by pulling his arm and collar while lifting with your leg that is hooked behind his knee, not getting the hook in quickly enough, and lastly, staying too flat on your back.